Which is worse, this or this, and why? Over to you. Like, do you mean being addicted to one or the other in any sense? Like, think about it in all forms, in all manners you can think about it. But which would you consider worse? Watching porn or casual X? Watching. Why do you say watching is worse? Casual because I love my hand. I'm confused. Using your hand doesn't count as casual. If you're choosing casual, that means you're doing the casual, yeah. I don't want to say the word because of TikTok. Casual is doing it for actual satisfaction, but watching is temporal satisfaction. But casual is still temporal in the sense that since it's casual and you're not doing it with someone you love and someone you're planning to stay with for the rest of your life or for a long period of time, it's still, because at the end of the day everything is temporal. But in that sense, casual is still temporal because you're just, maybe it's a hit and run type of, like, that's what casual is. Smash and dip, literally. So it's still temporal. You get me? Like, at the end of the day, it's still temporal. It's not like you're married to the person. So, but it's very dangerous. Which one is very dangerous? Which one is very dangerous? Samuel. Because if you say casual is doing it for actual satisfaction, but casual is doing it for actual satisfaction, but watching is temporal satisfaction. Actual satisfaction. You're actually right in the sense that if you indulge in it like, if you pick casual over watching it, you're actually doing it physically. You're actually going to feel it physically, right? That's what you're saying. Except you're watching, but you're using your hand to kind of create the situation, which in a sense is probably what happens. Like, people watch porn not just to watch it, but to also, like, pleasure themselves and stuff like that. You get me? So in the sense, they are still climaxing. Both of them are still climaxing in the sense. I feel like you shouldn't do both. Of course, but I said which is worse? Of course, watching, because it can lead to mental breakdown and can lead you to perform casual. MS7, I really like that take. Because when you watch it, right, it creates that, scene in your head and keeps it there. Especially when you keep on watching. And somehow, somewhere, you either have to, use your hand, like someone said earlier, or, find someone to help you. So in a sense, I see where you're coming from. Watching affects your mental health. Same thing. That all depends on if you are addicted, though. Addicted to which one? Oh, smart shots. Holy, big mad shots. How you doing, man? Because both of them are in my eyes. Both of them are. I'm just thinking, because if you've not dropped your take, drop your take right now. Every single person in this chat must drop your takes. Which is worse, this or this, and why? Over to you. The topic is broad. It's not too broad. Just pick one and say why. It's not too broad. It's actually pretty. It's better than asking you guys to drop your own questions. I feel so, right? Don't you think? Sometimes I might have my own questions for you guys. So I feel it's also a way of me asking you guys the questions. I need to ask my own questions. Just when you guys come and ask me, it's also healthy for me to ask you guys back. You get me? There needs to be that balance. Yourself, you only get hungry for what you have done. One leads to the other. Which one leads to the other? Somto. Which one leads to the other? Someone is saying neither. Like I said, which is worse? He said neither. So when you say neither, you're saying they are equal. It's a question. Which is worse? He said neither. So neither means they are equal or they are the same thing. Why do you say that? Equal. I don't see them being equal. You have to explain to me how are they equal? In what sense? How do? One is physical, I think, and one is visual. How exactly? Watching porn reduces your self-esteem. This is why I googled the meaning of self-esteem. 1 second. I know the meaning, but I want the full meaning. I'm going to carry you guys along, so let's google the meaning of self-esteem. I know exactly what the idea of self-esteem is, but I want the meaning. It's how we value and perceive ourselves. It's based on our opinions and can affect whether you like and value yourself as a person. Okay, how does it reduce your self-esteem? Because it's just like saying, if I watch anime now, I'm challenging you, I'm acting like a layman. Like, I could dig into it myself, but I want you to tell me. So if I'm watching anime, right, and I'm seeing them fighting, does it make me fight? Does it make me violent? Does it make me think, this guy is so strong and I'm not that strong? Damn, I'm sad, I'm a failure. I don't know. What do you... Don't you see my comments? Sammy, let me see. Sammy, this is your first comment Honestly, maybe you've not been texting with your hand. You've been texting with your mind. But this is your first comment. Guys, I'm pretty sure this is the first time Sam is commenting, right? Sammy TV, this is your first comment, man. Your eyes are looking dull. That's how, like, everybody knows how my eyes look. Especially when I'm looking at the screen. If I look at you guys like this, is it still looking dull? Because my camera is right here. Let me touch your head. How you guys doing? How you doing? How you doing today? Fine boy, fine girl. But yeah, this is where my camera is. So if I look up, yeah, but if I look down, that's what happens. You get me? Most con gives you wrong orientation. Wrong orientation about what exactly? Richmond, you have some really, like, you're the one talking about, like, you know, the topic is being a little vague, vague. I think vague is the right word, right? It's too open. It's too broad. Yeah, that's the word you use. But your answers are even broader, like wrong orientation about, I guess he meant wrong orientation concerning relationships. Okay, because it could be concerning relationships or concerning like how you should behave or act in those situations. Like when you're, in the bed with someone, you'll be expecting this because you've watched that. You get me? So that's why I was asking him to be, more precise. For con, you only get hungry for what you haven't done yet. For me, casual sex is worse. Okay, let me go. Everybody say for con, you only get hungry for what you haven't done yet. Okay, because of like the visuals, right? Because of you visualizing it. So it's kind of someone, let's say you're in the kitchen now, or let's say you come out from your room and you're perceiving like this aroma of some nice chicken from KFC. You get me? Nice chicken from KFC. You told yourself you're not going to spend money on KFC today, but that aroma, you get me, is now baiting you in, putting you in a vulnerable situation. I think that's what Emperor is talking about here, right? Or can you explain that further? For me, casual is worse. Why do you say casual is worse, Sammy TV? But what's your idea on watching Come to Me? I don't see any benefit. There are no benefits from either. To be honest, in the long run, both of them are very detrimental for you. But the question is, which is worse? Which is worse? I'll give my answer at the end of this. Meanwhile, that KFC chicken isn't giving like that, but you have to eat it because you haven't eaten it before. Eating it before in the sense that you're assuming the person watching corn has never had sex, right? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying. Because say eating it before, so you're assuming, because some people that have eaten it before still eat corn or watch corn. You get me? So I don't know. Explain. Escape. For guys I don't know, check out my head. In case you guys didn't know. Before you guys say, oh, I didn't know you don't have hair under this hat. I always shave my hair. I started like 2 weeks ago. So you guys know, back. But X will do it once and have plain clarity, and it kicks you back into reality. Are you saying that from the casual point of view? Are you saying that from naturally just being with someone you want to be with and that occurring? Because clarity wouldn't really come if you're doing it to just get the pleasure. Clarity in what sense? Because clarity also comes, like, let's say you watch corn and you beat your meat, right? Clarity still comes. If you're talking about that post-nut clarity, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think you're talking about post-nut clarity. It will still come either ways. Like, if you watch porn and you beat your meat, like, it will still come. But what was, okay, you have the clarity, but I don't think that's changed you, because it's still going to happen again and again and again and again and again. That has not helped you in any way. Oh, post-con clarity, post-con reality. What do you mean? Define that. And you said casual X is worse. Why do you say that? When you have X, you will know. I have to clap for you though. First off, you assumed I've never had it before. Second off, you're a funny guy, man. Shout out to you, man. That's funny. Okay, so you've given up on explaining that. You're now shooting shots. You're shooting bullets at me, eh? Alright, thank God I wore my bulletproof sweater today. Nothing can penetrate this skin. So yeah, Henriksen. Why do you say casual X is worse? My guy really went for the when you have X, you will know. There's no difference. Like, okay, you guys, you feel there's a difference between like beating your own meat and climaxing, or let's like having X with someone and climaxing? Like, do you think there's a difference? And I'm talking difference as in not in like what led to it, difference in the feeling. Is there a difference? Casual is better because at least you're having it, so there won't be any urge. If it's casual, there's still, see, to be honest, urges will still arise. It's just like saying, what example should I give you? I can't find an example to give you, but when that comes I'll tell you. But you said, let me read that again. Maybe Casual is better because at least you're having it, so you won't, I'm guessing you won't have any urge. You will still have urges in the sense that over some period of time, over that, you're done with that phrase, right? You've done that. And somewhere along the line, it comes up again because we're human beings and there's this honey bar. There's a bar. When you climax, it goes to 0, right? Then it resets. Then it hits the 100 HP or 200 HP Fortnite Pros, and then you become very horny again and you have to satisfy it. So are you saying you won't have any urge in the short run or in the long run? No difference between both? Okay, you gave some reason. While con keeps you in anticipation, so there is risk of rape, ripe and beating the beating. Okay, but casual 6 is worse. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't been seeing any sense because I still feel the same again. Okay, exactly the same. You're adding to the point I made. That's what I'm saying. Because if you have casual, right? Someone was saying, Richmond said, let's scroll up. He said, at least you're having it, so there won't be any urge. But Hurricane is saying here that, but casual 6 is worse. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't seen any sense because it will still feel the same again. The same in the sense of, are you talking about the pleasure you gain from it? Like you're saying, the next time you have it, it's still going to be the same pleasure. Meaning you can still get it from just watching corn beating your. Casual is worse. It's a sin. Corn is, although corn is also bad. You're saying casual is worse, it's a sin, but you're saying corn isn't. But think about it. How you say corn isn't? Because in corn they are doing some casual stuff there. You know that, right? So I don't really agree with you, David. Because in corn, for there to be corn in the first place, that means some casual stuff has happened and you can now see it on your screen, right? That's just one take. Because if anything, I think watching, I know you're saying seeing, of course I believe in God too, but I'm trying to keep it very, actually, you know what, yeah, I'll keep it very open. So like for the Christians, for the for the godly people, give your takes in sense of like your religion and all that. I don't mind. I'm a Christian, like I don't mind, but I always like putting it like I don't take God out of it, but I don't try to, I try to say it without mentioning God's name in a sense, so that because people, once you say that, they say, oh, it's because you're a Christian, oh, it's because you're this, but it's not really because I'm a Christian. It's because it's common sense. It's just common sense. But yeah, corn is, for there to be corn, there's casual stuff good. Okay, I would say in my opinion, watching corn, right, it messes with your head and anything that damages how you think. Because think about it, if you have a full room, a room filled up with people that watch corn, and a room filled up with people that has had casual, like guys have only had casual and guys have only watched corn. And when I'm saying guys have only watched corn, of course, like corn comes with, let's say they've watched corn but they've never had any casual or any form of 6. You get me? So you have a room filled with guys that watch corn and beat their meat, and a room filled with guys that just have casual sex. 6 TikTok, I said 6. You get me? And a room filled with guys and girls. Sorry, girls. I mean the guys and girl thing, right? You notice that the guys in that room filled with that watch corn day and night, beat their meat day and night. You get me? Those guys are most of the times on edge. Like those guys are thirsty. First off, they don't have control over like what is going on there, because if you can't control yourself mentally, when they put a girl in front of you or a guy in front of you, you can't. You just can't. You don't even have control over your head, let alone someone else. Like you just, once you come, you just boom. You get me? So it kind of destroys your brain. It destroys your thinking. It destroys, you get me? And once your head is messed up, it's more difficult to fix than if you're just casually. Because if you ask me, for you to to indulge in casual like 6, you also have to it's also a mind thing. But when you're watching it and not receiving it, and you're there beating your meat, it's just deadly. It's just deadly, man. It's just freaking deadly, in my own opinion. So I go with watching corn. Like watching corn is just far more damaging to your soul, to your brain. It's even damaging because right from the line of production, the people that made it, they're just damaged fellows. Like no offense to them, but you guys are freaking Like what? Like, bro. But that's just my take, man. Some people do it because they have to make money. I feel there are better ways. I don't feel there's any excuse for that to be your only source of income. Like that's some dog shits. Like that's some, I don't know about that. But I'm not here to, point fingers. I'm just here to give my own takes, man. But this was the W stream, guys. Watch this video right here, cause you would like it. You would need it. Watch it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.